We're very excited to have this next guest on the show. He has set Buffalo's record with 52 career rushing touchdowns in just 3 seasons. He also led all of FBS with over 178 rushing yards per game last year. He was a 2020 MAC Offensive Player of the Year, and he could be Buffalo's highest draft pick since some guy named Khalil Mack.
Hey-o.
Let's welcome to the virtual table one of our favorite draft prospects, running back out of the University of Buffalo, Jaret Patterson.
Hey,
Jaret,
what's up, JP?
Thanks for having me.
This guy's great. And Jaret, let's start with your biggest game of your career. It was against Kent State. It was on television, and you tied the FBS record with 8 rushing touchdowns in the game. He also had 409 rushing yards, the second most all-time for any player in the history of Division I football. Take us to that day. What was clicking, and what's your greatest memory from going for 409 and 8 tugs in one game?
Yeah, that was a historic moment for myself and the whole university. And just was clicking up front. It was the big guys, You run an outside zone. If you have great offensive linemen, athletic offensive linemen, our offense, our outside zone is going to hit, and those big guys really that day was making big holes, and anybody could have ran through them. They was making big holes, big trucks can run through, but that's really was clicking. The offensive line was, getting movement and just blocking it well up front.
All right, you run for 409 yards and 8 touchdowns, and I ask you about the game, and you talk about your offensive line. You're already making an impact here at the table. We love hearing that. That is selfless, and it's the right answer. That game, though, was one game. Another game that catapulted you into national recognition was when you guys beat Miami of Ohio, and you surpassed 3,000 rushing yards in your career, becoming the fastest player in school history to reach that milestone. Are you considering yourself a hidden gem in this year's draft class, or do you think you are one of those elite guys that should be looked at as a day 1 or day 2 draft pick?
Yeah, I definitely consider myself, both a hidden gem and an elite guy. Day 1, day 2 guy. That's just the confidence I have. But if you just look at us, that's always been me, the underdog, the hidden gem. I'm a type of person. I'm not going to talk about it. I'm gonna be about it. And, whatever team takes me, I'm going to show you from day 1 why you made a smart pick.
This guy's razor sharp. We would like to raise a glass to your mother, Janine, who not only raised you and your brother properly, we understand she starts every day watching Good Morning Football, so will you please thank her for us?
Yay.
Cheers.
Will do.
Please, she's the best. We love her.
Hi,
Up
Janine.
until this point, hello, Janine. You have played your entire football career with your twin brother, James. You've got this incredible bond, not just as brothers, but teammates. Can you tell us about the journey that you and your brother went on to eventually sign with Buffalo and why it was so important for you two to stay together on the football field?
Yeah, that was our goal. And since we was playing Pee Wee football at 7 years old, we wanted to attend the same university. And it was crazy. We missed on quite a few offers. That's how crazy we was that we were going to go to school together. And, our head coach, Ian Thomas at the time, asked us, and our another coach Josh Winter, when college coaches came in, are you guys sure you want to go together? Because you guys are, losing a lot of offers. And we said, no, we weren't banking on that. We wanted to attend the same university, and University of Buffalo provided the opportunity for us. And, I'm blessed to be in this position, to today.
That's great that you get to share that with your brother. Listen, at this point in the season or the year, we're looking at numbers, and it's 40-yard dashes, it's measurements, it's the tail of the tape. And look, you've been measured at 5'6". We've also heard a couple of 5'8", a couple of 5'9". So right here in front of your mom's favorite show, and right here on this table, you get to clear the air, everybody. Tell us how tall you are. And look, I know people say, look, They call it vertically challenged, to be politically correct. That can help running backs, right? In the game of leverage. How has that helped you in becoming a great running back with great leverage?
Yeah, so I'm 5'7", but it definitely it helps. There's guys that came before me that was my stature. A guy I'm close to, Maurice Jones-Drew. I look at LaDarren Sproles, Doug Martins, Barry Sanders. So it's not frowned upon. There's guys that came before me and have did it and have performed at a high level. And like you said, it's definitely an advantage, hiding behind those big guys up front and, having that low center of gravity. It helps for sure. It's challenging for people to tackle me. So I think that I can use that to my advantage at the next level for sure.
Hey, Jaret, that you're from Prince George's County, Maryland. I guess you and Chase Young have a friendship, a relationship that dates way back. What can you tell us about your partnership with Young, especially as it relates to football, and whether there's any advice given back and forth, maybe?
Yeah, just really, he just, enjoy this process. But it started back in 8th grade. Well, 8th grade going to 9th grade. We worked out. That's how our friendship bonded the 8th grade summer, going to high school to St. Vincent Pallotti before, he transferred his sophomore year to DeMatha. And we weren't no normal kids that was, having fun in the summertime. We were grinding, working out, kind of, killing ourselves in the hot sun in the summertime. And that's an experience I never forget with guys like my brother, my other friends that were, that were going to St. Vincent Pallotti at the time. It just, we just worked out to sun up to sundown. And that was our routine.
Well, listen, maybe you'll end up in the NFC East and you continue a new routine. I got to tell you, Jaret, we're the only show, as far as we know, that gives out scepters as gifts to running backs and tight ends in the NFL. We do a segment called Angry Runs, where if a player in the league runs over somebody on the way to the end zone, we send them a scepter and they become the champ for a week. Now, on our watch list for the draft, we got Javonte Williams, Michael Carter from UNC, Najee Harris, of course. We want to put you on the Angry Runs watch list as we head into this fall, but we need to know, what is your preferred way to beat a defender? Is it by trucking them directly through them, or maybe by breaking their ankles and going around them?
I think all the above. I love doing it all. I love making you miss. I love, running through you. To show that, this size holds weight, but everything.
We love it, and hope you could be winning an Angry Run award next year, either running over a guy, running around a guy, or just laying somebody out with a block. We'll see. You have said that you want scouts to be doing their homework when analyzing you. So when I see those stats, a 409-yard rushing game, an 8-touchdown game, what do they need to look at more than the numbers? What is something that every scout should be looking at when analyzing what Jaret Patterson can bring to the NFL?
Yeah, besides, the tape, just a player, the player that has a pro mindset already, that's going to be ready ever since we stepped on the facility, a guy that's not going to flinch, a true leader, a person that's going to come to work and give everything he has, I'm just ready. I'm so ready to prove myself right. I've been proving myself right all this time throughout my life. So why stop now?
A few years ago on this show, we had a player, Nyheim Hines, out of North Carolina State, who wowed us at the table by saying he's willing to do whatever and whenever he can to get into the NFL and make an impact. He was drafted by the Colts. He's been solid. Jaret, I'm not saying Nyheim Hines is the ceiling or the floor or whatever it is, but you are talking like a true professional already, and we know you're just a college kid. We appreciate that from you, and we wish you all the best in the NFL in all the years to come.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me.
Thank you.
Good job, Jaret. Good luck, buddy.
Good job. Yep.